Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Rewind and Replay. I'm Matan.
I'm Caitlin.
I'm Josh.
And I'm Gary.
And today we're back to playing Behind the Magic, a fantasy mockumentary game by Randy Lubin. This is the second episode in a series, so if you want to watch the first one, you can check the link in the description, or you can watch our original Behind the Magic series, another two-parter, also linked below. Where we cut off last time, we stopped after the second confessional so that we finished Act 1. And now we're about to move on to Act 2.
Right. So at the top of Act 2, we're going to be choosing scenes again, and let's go with that. Who wants to go first?
And just a refresher, we are in the Hidden Mountains.
We are
Yes, we're
in or around. Yes.
in, around, or through. We'll figure that out, I
Yes.
think, during Act 2. So who'd like to choose that first scene?
I'll do it.
Or one of you two. Caitlin and I picked some last time, so one of you two do it.
Okay. I will do. I think I like Get Hopelessly Lost.
Okay.
We're trying to find the hidden mountains, and we can't, and they're hidden really well.
I love it. So
where
are we starting?
So I think that we are in the forest, sort of by a mountain range. Maybe we're a little bit elevated, right? Like there are mountains here. We're trying to find the hidden ones.
Okay.
So I'm, Tito has his map out. He's looking, he's trying to place them. He's like, if we just passed, how long ago was that?
We've been going around in circles for 3 days, Tito.
Tito, are you lost?
I see the mountains right there. Why don't you go towards the mountains?
Ones aren't hidden.
How does one find the hidden mountains?
Well,
I don't know. Let's listen to our leader, Tito.
Thank you, Lintel. So the very first thing we're supposed to do is find their locations, right? We're supposed to be where they will appear to us. And then we speak some words in Elvish, which I have here, and then the mountains will reveal themselves.
And how do we know where the mountains will reveal when we're there?
There are a number of clues. For instance, it is X distance from this landmark. It is where the sun meets the sky. Cryptic things like that.
Maybe the Elvish words have some meaning to them and will help us.
All right.
This is where I can come in. I am Elvish, as you know. I'm an elf. I can go ahead and read those Elvish words for you.
Please, Wallaby.
All right. Good old Wallaby Wallows to the rescue, everyone. Get that. All right. This is a dialect I'm not too familiar with, but now here it says all right. So
as he mumbles, like Elrog looks directly into the camera, like
yeah. He gyms.
So it says here that in order to find the hidden mountains, you have to find the hidden mountains within yourself.
What?
Oh, what's that?
Well, that's the question now, isn't it? What were the hidden mountains hidden within ourselves?
Well, look,
Wallaby, are you saying the hidden mountains were in me the entire time?
the true hidden mountains were the friends we made along the way.
And when you say that, the ground starts to rumble. And
What?
It's
Like what, from underneath us, we're
Yeah.
on.
Right, the ground starts to rumble, and like the top of a mountain starts to come up, like the mountain peaks start just coming up, and like an hour later, it stops.
Ooh, self-discovery.
You did it! I did it! I found the hidden mountains!
Well,
There's a doorway in front of us.
They were the friends we made along the way.
The doorway goes inside of a mountain.
Yeah,
I'm like,
exactly.
Yeah, Tito's kind of grumbling because he's like, I was so close. I thought I had this. I mean, he said his line jokingly. He didn't think it was going to work.
Here, all right. I'm going to get some falcons. I'm going to call over some falcon friends, and they're going to scout out for us, all right?
On your left.
Caw-caw. Caw-caw. Caw-caw.
Aka!
And it sounds like that. Like, it doesn't sound like a bird call. It sounds like some sort of gross
Exactly
tail
like
imitation.
And like 3 falcons come like jetting down. It's like, oh, amazing. All right, hey, you right there, you, all 3 of you, I need you to scout out that hidden mountain, make sure there's no bodies that we can, that's we're gonna interact with. All right, you 3, all right?
Caw.
All right.
Caw-caw.
Go. Come on, shoot, go.
And I fly right into the closed door and die.
Bonk.
Same.
My falcon, it sees that you did that and turns, but then runs into a peak.
Mine sees the door, it turns, sees the peak, turns, hits a telephone wire, and
Oh, who put that there? Who put that telephone wire there?
Wallaby, you should probably open the door first.
yeah, I think we gotta go through the door that says "Enter here for danger."
Alrighty. Actually, Elyog, would you go ahead and open this door? Make sure there's no traps or anything.
How about our leader opens the door?
I
How about
Can't-
we all do it on the count of 3?
yes.
With the power of friendship, I like it.
Power of friendship.
Yeah.
All right. 1, 2,
2,
3.
3. Oh, are we pushing or pulling?
And then
I
like
was-
one half opens and I push and you pull.
I pull. And the door just doesn't open.
And I just float through the whatever opening there is.
Oh, I think it's a push door.
I think it's a push door.
Okay.
And then we look and it says push.
Yeah.
It has a metal thing on it. It's like-
Alright, we push it open.
we kick the little handicap thing and the doors just open.
I would like this to lead into our next scene, an encounter with the agents of the antagonist, and they are just
Okay.
standing right there in
Nice.
the room that we enter.
And they totally are ready because they heard us like mess with the door. They're like,
How? You
Okay, so yeah. You're standing in front of 2 spear wielding. What did you say the birds were that you had?
Falcons.
Ravens? Falcons. There's 2 falcon people in front of you, and as you open the door, they see the 2 dead falcon bodies, and they're like,
Oh.
Halt!
no.
Murderers! Murderers!
We didn't
Murder!
murder anyone. That was my friend Wallaby back
No,
there.
yeah, those were our friends. We don't
We don't murder. We do not
don't-
murder living beings.
no.
What are you doing here in the premises of our demon lord leader?
We
Hail the demon lord leader! Hail the demon lord leader!
hail the demon.
lord leader!
Yeah, hail the
hold
demon
on a
leader.
second. Okay. And I the other falcon person looks at the other. They might be part of the new recruits.
We are
Yes.
part of the new recruits.
We
We're
are.
from the south,
Yes.
the southern district.
And-
Well, we
Just
just
come up here.
we just took over the hidden mountain. It's great to see you here.
Yes, it's great. It's great to be here. Listen, the demon lord requested us. We've got to make haste.
Yeah, he wants to meet us in person. We're some pretty high ups.
Well, we know the true way to go see the demon lord, but as you and I know, I look at my compatriot. There's rules to this. What's rule number 1 for letting them through?
Rule number 1 is have fun.
I think he was asking his companion.
I sure was.
Rule number
Not us,
1.
Tito. I think
Rule
we should
number
let him
one.
say the rules because we definitely know the rules.
Rule number 1 was not to have fun. That was rule number 2.
That's right.
It was demon humor. You understand?
Yeah.
And rule number 2 is every new recruit must fight us.
Hand-to-hand combat.
Hand-to-hand combat.
Oh man, I was never good at hand to hand.
That's
I
what we
believe
did
you have the
for
old
season
rule book.
two.
The new rule book is that you just lie down and die.
No,
Do you
no.
have the new rule book?
I have it right here in my fists, and I just start punching.
Oh man.
Ah, I see. What of them? They start punching you back. And through a montage of wonderful fighting, do the two of you want to say how you defeat the Falcon people?
Well, Wallaby and Elyog are just fucking watching.
Oh my.
I'm not one for hand to hand. What about you, Wallaby?
I'm not fighting a Falcon soldier. I'm not doing that.
That makes sense to me. So how do you two go?
Well, I think it's like comical. It's like almost wrestling style, and I'm like weak and I'll shy away and kind of like do.
Yeah, I imagine that you're kind of in the back. You're like, yeah. You kind of do like a one punch here or there, not really hitting anything.
Yeah.
And I'm just taking both of them
Littell
down.
is soloing, like they're grabbing onto her arm, and she like beats one with the other one.
We'll get you yet, and they start poking at your eyes.
No, and I just start like I grab my club out. I start flailing my
Yeah.
club.
So I was going in to help you, and then you start flailing club, and I blow out.
Thank you.
One of the Falcon soldiers gets like salt in his pocket and throws it at your eye.
I can do this blind, and I'll finish them off blind.
Wow.
Yeah. So how do you? What's the
hold on.
final?
I want to cut to the camera. I'm in a confessional, Tito, and he's just like looking at me. He's like, and that's it. Just the.
The final touch. So I'm blind. I can't see. I stop for a second and I'm listening. I hear that one. I hear the Josh Falcon, and I come up, bam, and then as I do that, the Gary Falcon screams, and I turn and I grab the spear from the Josh Falcon. I flip it around and I go, pew, stab him right through the stomach. And he's dead.
I don't know. You stab him, and then it's a spear. I mean, it doesn't work for a spear.
And
you sheath the sword, and then
there's like a single balloon that kind of floats down.
It just says like, congratulations, like you didn't have to kill them. Just had to beat them.
And I think I'm gonna go into the next scene of Act 2 here. And I think while we're in the Hidden Mountains, we have to suffer or overcome some obstacles.
As they turn, as the scene's ending, right? They turn to the compatriots. Like, I'm aghast, and I look at the camera, and I'm just like, and then it cuts.
Like, can I get some water to get the salt out of my eyes? I still can't quite see.
But I'm sorry, Josh.
We've only got Dasani.
magic
quite
potion.
all right. Like, get it?
Yeah. So while we're in these hidden mountains, and we're making our way through and out to them, we have to suffer or overcome some obstacles.
My.
So I think the first one I imagine us hitting is just like a big pool of magma.
Okay. Big pool of magma.
Why, crikey, we got a pool of magma over here. No, something.
So do you, Elyog, do you know any water spells, perhaps?
I do, but it is way too hot in here.
Yes, well, your water spells would help with that, I think.
Well, it would probably just
I think we got some
evaporate,
Dasani. You could drink some Dasani.
but I don't want to drink the Dasani, but it will help the magic. So
Every bottle of Dasani, the label is cheated out.
And
he'll
they
he'll
keep
take-
telling, they're like yelling at us, stop saying Dasani. It's just water.
I really hate Dasani. I really do.
Yeah.
But I start like casting just like it's just like this, the tiny tip of this wand, but it's like a 10-foot by like, infinity of just like water coming out.
Wow.
And he just starts chugging the water as he's like letting more water through. So it's like a really strange picture of like,
Yeah.
is that?
Uh,
How that works? Oh my.
I guess if it works.
Is it? So what's happening? It's hitting the magma. Is the magma turning to?
I'm not. Let's say it's very. It seems that the magma is a little too hot. And I'll show like every time that I do it, it works. There's like something there, but then it disappears. So,
I'm gonna go over and open a water bottle, a Dasani bottle, and I'm gonna pour it on the magma. Clearly, nothing's gonna happen, but I tried.
This
you
is
do
what
it.
a predicament we're in. We gotta put our brains together on this one.
I think you might be onto something there, Lintel. If we combine both of these, and I do it again, and it like there's a slab for us to jump onto, and then we could jump onto this. You can throw one, I can make the next one, and we'll just have to go from each stone.
Oh, I think that's a wonderful idea.
Enchanting.
And I do a cut. I'm sitting in a tent. I can just float across the whole thing. This is just fun for me. we cut back, and so we start doing that. So let's say, how does everyone do jumping from rock to rock?
Alrighty. You see Wallaby. He's like just like coasting on. It's like, oh gosh, this reminds me of my tussle in the swamps of Norvadia when I was wrestling a gator all by myself.
Wrestling a gator, so that's what they call it nowadays.
Yeah, that's not what the newspapers were calling it.
That's not that. We're again rumors and tabloids. Tabloids. Nothing happened between me and the alligator. All right.
I would get jumping if I were you.
Tito's hopping a little bit clumsily. He's got heavy armor.
I'm hopping quite well.
Tito's at the back for sure.
I'm in the front, pouring the water as I go.
Yeah.
Mike in the middle, just trying
to
cross.
I imagine Elyog and I are linked arms going along.
Yeah, you're carrying me like Yoda.
Yeah.
You're just backpacking me.
Yeah.
And every time that like I see that Tito's about to just absolutely fail, I put like a little bit more water underneath so he doesn't slip into the magma.
Nice. Tito does not notice.
Yeah. And unless there's other things, what's another obstacle we would get to?
I think like a ropes course. Like this was like they imagined, right, that like the two Falcon people would like be taking the new recruits through here. It's sort of a team building thing. And we get to like a ropes course where we have to like hang across a rope as we walk, It's
like an orientation, but
there's a cutout of a Falcon person.
Yes.
And it says, hopefully you have your tour guide. They're going to show you how to get through the ropes. Yep.
They're
going to show you the ropes.
If you fall
They're going to
off.
show you the ropes. Yeah, absolutely. And it's chaos. We're like trying to slide across this thing and we keep falling. We're not properly safety harnessed. It's madness.
Elyog is absolutely like trying to do it with his actual strength, but is failing miserably. This isn't for me.
Elyog, a friend, we must. And then Tito tries it and he can't really do it.
All right, Tito, as leader of the group, I think you should show us how to do this.
Absolutely.
Yes, Tito, show us the ropes.
Show us the ropes on the ropes at the ropes course.
Tito takes off his armor. First time he's done this.
Oh.
And he says, motions. He's like, can I get a PA can somebody take this for me?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Two people come and grab it.
And then he's pretty nimble. And he's able to climb up the Jacob's ladder, and he's able to, he's not super balanced or super coordinated, but he's able to make it like kind of shaking. But he's like, see, it's not too hard.
Ooh, you're right there, Tito.
Gliding along very, very carefully, but he does it. But he makes it across the. I imagine it's like, you have to do some things to get over this like big pit. There's like a pit or two. Yeah.
It's a what are those called? Like the pits with the spikes in it. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Wallaby. Wallaby, why don't you go next?
I can. You know what? This reminds me of that one time when I was in the mountain range of Themyscira.
Wallaby, let's go.
Wait, all right. I'm setting the scene. All right. There I was on the mountain tops there, and below there were vines, and chasing me were a pack of jackals, and I was like, "Oh dear, this is it. This is my time." But then I saw those vines, and I climbed them right up, and then I rescued myself from harm.
All the cameras are on Wallaby.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all right.
I use that moment to, like, while everyone's distracted, I just kind of blink out of existence and then blink at the other end of it.
Well, Elyog, how'd you get over there? You did that quite quick.
I climbed while he was talking.
Oh,
Wow, that's
I should have done that.
you're a mite fast.
Quite fast.
All right, and then
Wallaby, you're next.
Starts climbing, and he starts. It's very performative, a little too performative, even. He kind of does like a little flourish spin, and kind of like Indiana Jones and like his hair flows in the wind. He's like, oh, and he finally gets over. It's like, oh, than a day's work.
And the crew, there's a little door that says employees only, and they go through the employee door, and it puts them right out on the other side.
They bring your armor and everything.
Right. I'm like,
I'm
wow.
like, hold on, can I take that door?
Why did we not? Oh,
I'm still on the other side. I haven't come over yet.
Okay.
The cameraman that's over there is like,
no, yeah. The camera
You
shakes.
see the
No.
no.
Yep.
All right. I mean, I don't need to take that door. I'm clearly gonna pass this just fine.
and as soon as you start like to turn, you feel like a thing at your side, and you have like they hand you a GoPro.
Yeah. And we've got like the shitty GoPro audio.
Yeah. And I make it across, and I slip a few times, not as confident as I should be on this, but I make it across.
Nice.
And we get to the other side, and everyone goes through the other door, and let's say there's one more obstacle. What is it? We can see the entrance on the other side, or the exit on the other side of whatever this obstacle is.
Yes.
A sleeping giant.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sleeping giant.
All right, everyone, walk after me. Very, very quiet now. All right, we tiptoe. All right.
We can do this without incident if we just tiptoe by.
Tiptoe by the sleeping giant.
Tipping toe, tipping all the toes. Jamie, PA, camera person extraordinaire, stumbles and grabs another person who then falls. That's a pushing somebody over. They go and they fall and make a big crash.
Come on, equipment. We're not insured. This is it. It's money right there.
And you can all just like hear this giant kind of rumble a little bit.
Oh no. Let's keep going. Camera department, get it together. Okay.
And the bard is like, Jamie, if your uncle wasn't head of CBS, you would be gone.
And in that moment, I think like unknown to the people who fell, a rock nearby kind of goes, and we all realize.
Oh,
it's like a little rock slide.
Yeah.
Everyone run!
And the giant starts swiping at the four of us. What do you do? He's in front of the doorway, the exit. How do you get past him?
Oh dear, this is I'm gonna take out my club and I'm gonna go for its knees.
Ooh, you're kneecapping this giant?
Yeah.
He's groggy. You go for him. Which knee do you hit?
The left knee.
Yeah, he's kind of like on one knee.
Go for the right knee.
And then at that moment, right there, Marlon, go! And Marlon just jumps up and goes for the giant's eyes to gouge it out.
Yeah, Marlon, you go. You gouge his eyes out.
Hurry, we've kneecapped it and blinded it. Hurry, everyone, go.
He's swiping. He's blind and swiping, and Tito, like, you're the only one that's still left, and like one big giant finger kind of stops your way. What do you do?
Tito, like, his fear of being entombed in this rock slide is greater than his fear of the giant. So he sort of magnificently like slides through and does a big cleaving cut to the hand blocking the way.
And you just hear the cries of this poor, now kneecapped and blinded giant with a missing finger or two. Cry as we all get out of the exit of the hidden mountain.
I like
on the other side of the door, there's a sign that says "Friendly Giant." Just
I want to like a little confessional of like a giant. He's like, "Oh, I was just, keeping guard, making sure that all of the new recruits got out of the cave. Okay, this part of the mountain is prone to rock slides, and it was my job to make sure."
Oh my god, this hurts.
And I lost a freaking finger, dude.
Are we the baddies? Are we the baddies?
He definitely attacked first. I saw him attack first.
Tito's kind of reeling.
That brings us to the outside of the hidden mountains. This is when we're going to describe where we're at now. And I'll go first. It is desert. In front of you is just sand as far as the eye can see, and it is hot. It is so hot. Who else wants to describe?
I think, like, it is very hot. There's no trees. Like, we even look back and like the mountain really looks different here. Like, we have traveled a magical distance. The mountain we entered is not the same mountain we exited. So yes, it is. Maybe we exited out of this sort of an opening in this sort of like craggy rock formation.
My. This reminds me of the time when I was in the deserts of Carlsbad. It was dangerous. I was nearly on my last length ropes. Giant vultures were after me.
Carlsbad is Los Angeles County. There were no vultures.
The deserts of Carlsbad.
There's nothing here for me to smash. It's just kind of a plain desert. I don't see anything. There's like nothing around. It's just sand. I can't smash anything. I'm also not really used to this heat because I'm from a swamp.
Yeah, it's hot.
It's really hot.
But sorry.
Could I get some iced tea barred, please?
Yeah, we can get that going. Can we set up first? And unless there's other descriptors of this area that you'd like to give, they have like a little tent set up. Different than the other tents you've seen that looks very cozy.
Yeah.
And on the inside it's like air conditioned.
Yes, it's air conditioned for sure. And the bar has like 3 fans.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like so nice inside this tent. Okay, we've got your tea. You can come on in, Lintel.
Thank you so much.
So as you walk in, they hand you the tea and
perfect.
Was there anything else you wanted?
No, I think that'll do.
Okay, great. Go ahead and
choose away a PA with cherry pie.
Thank you, cherry pie.
So, that was so much fun to watch. Wow, we got some great stuff from there. And the GoPro, oh my goodness, you almost fell. It's wild.
I don't want to talk about that.
That's it's gonna make great reel though. So tell me, Lintel.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a lot of work getting here.
Well, it has been.
But you've all been working together. But who do you think is the biggest liability of your party?
I don't like to talk bad about people. I think our party is quite capable. I do think that Wallaby might be a bit of a liability because he cares so much about money and he won't kill animals. And that seems a little counterintuitive since we're going to kill something. That seems a little problematic. I don't know if he's going to be all right killing something or if we're going to have to convince him or if he won't let us kill this demon. That might be a problem.
Well, and the bard's like, look, off the record, we can't really talk bad about Wallaby, but we get what you're going for. Can you do that again? And just say, Wallaby is not my favorite, but I think he'll get us through.
All right, I think I see what we're going for here. Wallaby is not my favorite, but the real villain here is Tito. Tito is a poor leader, and he's gonna cause us to all die.
Oh, and speaking of death, who do you think is gonna be the most likely to die?
I'm not allowed to say Wallaby, right?
No, you can say.
Oh, I can say Wallaby? Okay, I think it's gonna be Wallaby.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Is there a particular reason why you think it's Wallaby?
I just think he's sweet as pie. And I think that's just, he won't kill any animals because he's sweet as pie.
Great. Yeah, that's wonderful. Thanks so much.
Yeah.
And how do you feel about the plan and your odds of success?
There's a plan?
Mm-hmm.
Well, again, I'd like to point out the fact that I'm on the team and we're not going to fail if I'm on the team. And I think that's a wonderful thing to remember. I think Tito is a little weak as a leader, but I think when it comes down to it, Elyog and Wallaby really listen to me as leader. And even Tito, he's kind of weak and he listens to me as leader.
Well, that's wonderful. And we can end it there. You might want to go make a plan after this confessional.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. I'm kind of scared we don't have a plan now.
Anyway, back on. Thank you so much for joining us, Lintel.
Thank you.
And we can get the next people in.
All right. Can we get Tito Darune?
Darune. Tito Darune. Like Darune. Yeah, like the Darunes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Come on in, please.
Yeah, it's hey, still awkwardly looking at the camera.
Yeah. Could we get you anything to drink, to eat?
Yeah. Water would be great. Thank you.
Yeah. Could you get him a water, please? Cool. Cool. So we're just gonna have a nice talk. We're gonna hash some things out, figure out what's going through the mind of Tito Darune.
Darune. Tito. Sorry, Tito Darune.
Sorry. Okay. I shouldn't have laughed at you. That was completely fair. I keep getting it wrong. It's Darune.
Thanks.
So, we've had some trouble so far. People have gotten in some scrapes. We've gotten some danger going on. Some people have almost died.
Yeah.
Who do you think the biggest liability?
Wallaby. Sorry, I should have waited. Wallaby is the biggest liability.
And why do you think that?
Why would I can't really come up with reasons for anybody else. Wallaby has a number of reasons. He offers every single interaction must be prefaced by a 10-minute long story about his
cut. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna pause the cameras real quick.
Yeah.
The thing is, we can't talk bad about Wallaby around here.
What do you mean I can talk bad about Wallaby?
He's funding the project. This is his
Wallaby's
documentary.
funding this project?
Yeah.
Why is he here? Why is he an adventure?
Because he's funding it.
I understand. He's trying to after all that embezzlement and alligator fucking thing, he's really gotta. That's right. Man, I should have thought of that. Wow. Well, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, so we're gonna redo that.
But don't you guys care about honesty? Don't you guys care about?
Yes, no, we want your true opinion. However, we're gonna redo that, and you're just gonna say that maybe Elyog is the biggest liability.
But as artists, as filmmakers, as documentarians, do you not care about portraying the truth?
Oh no, we're portraying the truth. It is the truth.
The truth.
Your truth is that Elyog is the biggest liability.
I want to sleep. I'll say whatever.
Okay, let's get the camera rolling again. Jamie, come on, make sure it's on this time. And we've got some water for you here. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Take a few sips. Make sure you're ready. So who is the biggest liability around here?
It must be Elyog.
Huh? You don't think it's Wallaby?
What? I thought I couldn't say Wallaby. Yes, it's Wallaby.
What makes you think you couldn't say Wallaby? Why would you say that? You're allowed to say Wallaby.
What? You guys heard him, right?
No, I didn't.
Anyways.
Wallaby's there.
No, this is someone else.
Okay, yeah.
let's just move on. Who do you think is most likely to die? And
Wallaby.
remember, we want you to tell the truth, but we want you to make sure you're choosing your words carefully.
Okay. Carefully, I say Wallaby.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. Yeah. Okay.
Wallaby has no, as far as I can tell, has no combat experience at all.
That's not true. We're gonna cut that. So Wallaby has extensive combat experience.
He is a
without
black
years.
belt in jujitsu. No. Okay, fine. Elyog is the most likely to die because Elyog's already the closest to death. Fine.
How do you feel about the plan and your odds of success?
I'm feeling pretty good about the plan, honestly. I think.
Could you explain the plan to me, please?
Yeah. So we're gonna find the demon and his portal and their portal. We're gonna destroy the portal, and I think it's gonna suck the demon back to hell. Portal closed, demon dealt with. There we go.
It's a wonderful plan. You should make sure your entire team knows.
Yeah, no, they know. I already told them. They know.
Cool. And your odds of success?
I think pretty okay. I mean, Elyog and Lintel have really stepped up lately. Lintel soloed those 2 Falcon soldiers while blind.
That was that. Yeah. Wow.
I really
kind of scary, but
honestly very scary. And
Impressive.
Elyog has been really pulling out the stops with their magic. It's been pretty helpful.
yeah.
So I think we're doing okay.
Well, this has been wonderful, Tito. Thank you for your honesty. Thank you for talking with me today.
Yes, thank you, Bard.
Yeah. Have a nice night. Good luck tomorrow.
Okay.
You got this. Don't die.
All right, Wallaby.
Oh, nice. All right, we'll do another one of these. All right.
Yes.
Is everything good? All the lightings all good?
Yep.
Amazing.
So Wallaby, let's just cut right to it. Who do you think is the biggest liability on this team?
Look, I didn't want to say this, but Tito, the whole reason why he's on one of the cast members is because his father came up to me, He came up to me, his father was all like, Tito guy, he's like, son, he's really down about himself, has really low self-esteem, he has low, and like I just wanted to boost his confidence a bit. And and that's what I was doing. That's what I'm doing for him. I'm letting him onto this adventure to, get his one in, save the world once. Everyone, all good heroes need to save the world at least once, But I feel bad for the kid, he wouldn't even been on here if his father didn't give me the permits to, fight this demon in the first place,
Do you hear that, Jamie? You wouldn't be here if your uncle wasn't the head of CBS, Jamie.
There's a lot on. I'm not saying there's nepotism on this set, but
you just hear sobbing behind the camera.
I want to do a quick cut real quick. The camera hurries over to Tito's dad. We're back in the Lush Empire, and it's like, how do you feel about your son and his chances on this adventure?
I think he's going to do subpar, honestly.
Tito's sister is fighting off hordes behind them. Like there's somebody's invading.
They're doing great, sweetheart.
But she's incredible. She is holding everyone off as the dad does the interview.
And like a single arrow flies and it hits the cameraman, and we cut back to the Wallaby Wallows.
Yeah, I honestly, liabilities. Tito's one of them, because if he dies and I have to talk to his father about all that, and that's just gonna be a mess, you know. Oh, whole mess.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you think Tito's the most likely to die?
I hope not. His father's gonna be pissed if he dies.
Yeah.
He's like the kid of the king. God, I can't deal with that. I can't deal with that bureaucracy. Honestly, if anyone's going to die, I hope it's probably going to be it's probably going to be Lintel. She's probably going to die. She's going to head first into the demon. She might even end up in hell. She might accidentally go through the portal.
Yeah.
Ooh.
We lost a couple location scouts when we were finding this place.
Oh.
How do you feel about the plan and your odds of success?
You know, any plan is a good plan, and we have one, so that's great.
Yeah, that's for sure.
In terms of like odds of success, I wouldn't be in this industry if I didn't think we could have the goal to defeat this demon,
Absolutely.
That's why I hired these people. That's why I hired Elyog. That's why I hired Lintel. That's why we scouted out these talents. Our talent scouts, our talent coordinators did such an amazing job finding these people,
The crew kind of claps for the talent scout.
That's right. That is right. The real heroes of this journey has been the crew.
Wow, Homelander vibes. Whoa.
They have been the star of this whole production. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them. Amazing. That's the real heroes, and that's why I know we will succeed, because we have a great crew, a great cast. It'll be amazing. Great finale in the next coming days.
Everyone's eating it up. The crew loves this. Yeah,
it's gonna be amazing.
Great. We got. Thank you, Mr. Wallaby.
Good,
Thank you, Mr. Wallows.
Amazing. All right, catch it.
I'll
be in my trailer.
He also has a nice trailer, and the rest of us do not.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like bad from the outside.
Right. We got one more. We got the goth one, right?
We got the goth. Yeah, the goth.
Jamie, don't fuck this up. Go get Elyog. And then I hand it off.
Elyog, how are you doing right now, Elyog? Tell me what you're going. Well, tell me where your head's at.
Well, I'm so happy we're almost at the end. I'm not so happy that we're in a desert.
Oh yeah, you're all about the cold, You're all about them cold, stony brutalism,
Well, come the night time, it'll be a little bit colder here.
Oh, of course. Tell me, who do you think here is just it's just dead weight? Who do you think?
On the team?
Yeah, on the team.
Well, dead weight. It's probably got to be Jamie.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. I'm surprised she survived this long, honestly. That magma pit almost got her.
Well, I made
and then we have a little cut of the bard nudging Jamie. She goes to fall into the magma, and another PA catches her and pulls her back.
I guess if you mean on our team, well, the only dead weight is Goyle here.
Oh, Goyle, your ghostly brother from beyond, right?
Yeah, dead weight.
Dead weight. Who do you think's gonna join him? Who do you think's gonna be the next ghost hanging around here?
Oh, can I say Wallaby?
Yeah. That gives great. Honestly, it gives people the expectation that he might not make it.
Probably,
which gives us even more satisfaction when he does. It's great for ratings.
Yeah. Wallaby. I've seen it already.
Well, I guess just to end us out here, how do you feel about the plan and your overall odds of success?
Oh, the plan that we're currently on won't work, but when we finally come together as a group, it'll happen. It'll happen.
That's good. That's great to know. Again, so great talking to you, Elyog. All right, stay chipper. All right, man.
I'm
All
gonna
right,
stay
all
in
right.
here. I'm gonna stay in here.
Oh, that's.
he just goes to sleep.
Oh, again, that's again. Should have expected this. Again, great. Let's wrap it up for today. All right, everyone.
And we are, unless there's anything left, we're going into Act 3, racing towards the climax.
Wow.
So we have left the hidden mountains, and we're on our way to the labyrinth caverns, which is wild to me. We've left one mountain looking for some caverns. So who wants to set the first scene in Act 3?
Ooh. Actually, I kind of want to do something where it's the villains and their minions.
Okay.
The demon. We're gonna hop on over to the demon, talking to his minions. Setting the stage.
Great, yeah. So cut to purple craggy rocks. You can see runes etched into the stones with silver paints, and you can just see the magic of the area starting to really come to life.
You see the minions surrounding these ruins, and they're all in their hoods, and they're all chanting.
Yeah.
Whilst the demon is off brooding over the table, looking over scrolls, and the minions are just like, summon the portal.
Bring the portal to hell to earth.
Sorry. 1 moment. It's the demon. He goes, "Hey, you guys are here. You need to be up here.
Oh,
You guys are at like a 6, and you need to be at a 10." Thank you. Oh, beautiful.
And then one comes storming in, breaks the doors open. Sir, give me a moment.
No, yeah, that's fine.
They took out.
Can we get some water for him?
Yeah, please. Sorry, it's a lot. Who they took out Maya's kneecaps.
What? Maya's kneecaps?
Her kneecaps. It's so terrible. She was taking a nap, just looking over the
not her kneecap. She just got an ACL surgery done. Oh, that's terrible.
They just hit the kneecaps.
I remember. I donated to the GoFundMe.
On her eyes and took her eyes out too.
Oh.
They took her.
Those are her best features. Oh my god.
What about
who is doing this?
I don't know. They're coming for you.
What about Trevor and Trixie, my brother and sister?
They're gone. The scene. It was so.
It's gonna be their birthday next week. Oh,
I know. The scene. Oh my god. They were just. One of them was impaled. One of them was beaten.
Some of the demons are still singing and doing their chant, and I'm like, stop. We need them. Oh man, you guys. I don't know if you all heard this, but Maya has been sorely injured. And I'm sorry, what were the names? Trixie and the demon knows their names. What I want to repeat.
Trevor and Trixie.
And Trevor and Trixie have been taken from us.
Not Trevor and Trixie.
Look, I understand that it's hard, but we have to be ready. We need to get our brothers and sisters from hell to the mortal plane.
Damn right.
Let the sacrifices.
We're trying to rescue some refugees from hell.
Why did they have to go after Maya? Maya did nothing to them.
These people coming
for us. Unforgivable.
People coming for us are barbaric.
We are just trying to summon a portal from hell to bring some refugees from hell. Is that
down with the murderers?
Down with the murderers!
Yeah. Down with the murderers! Down with the murderers!
Listen, everyone, please. We must not let our anger get the best of us. It is true they have wronged us and taken our beloved allies from us. We must be ready if they wish to do the same to us, but we must also be ready to forgive if they see the error of their ways.
I don't know if I can forgive them after what they
That's
did to
okay.
Maya.
It's okay. Jeremiah, take a break. Take 5. That's okay. Take your time.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a knock. There's a knock at a nearby stone door.
Yeah. Come in.
Hi, Mr. Demon Sir. I'm with the film crew.
Yeah. Yes. What's up?
Yeah. So they're probably going to be here in just about 24 hours. So.
Oh
just
wow,
let me
that's
know.
early. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna be a little bit early on the shoot. So, you good here?
Yeah. Yeah, we're all set. Do you need to like set up before?
No, we came in pre-pro.
Okay.
So
Great.
we're good to go. if
Awesome.
you're
Thank
good
you
to
for
go.
doing this. Thank you for
Yeah,
doing
of
it.
course,
Shakes the
of
hand.
course.
He goes, all right, great. Thanks for the heads up.
And you get back to. I didn't hear anything.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. All right. And then I guess we can cut back. I think that's the
Yeah,
scene.
we cut back to. So what's the next scene? Act 3. I liked that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we should have a nice calm before the storm moment.
Okay. So let's say we're in the labyrinth and we're like we found an entrance to a labyrinth. It's underground and we're getting there.
Mm-hmm.
We've made progress.
Who would have thought that the labyrinth caverns were underground when the hidden mountain was also underground?
Hell, it's a bit redundant, honestly.
Rule of,
That's quite deep there, Elyog.
the rule
Do you think
of
it has to do
twos.
with the friendship being inside us all the time, all
Are
along?
we now inside a friendship?
Oh, I think we are. Is that what this is? Is this a
Listen,
friendship? I've
Listen,
never
gang,
had one of those before.
gang, I wanted to go over the plan one more time before
Yeah,
we
but-
reach the demon tomorrow.
That
Yeah,
sounds
the
good,
plan.
sounds good.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yes, let's we're gonna smash things, right?
Yes, special things at particular times. So the plan is, if I understand correctly, I think we're going to reach there tomorrow.
Mhm.
Then we're going to get in, fight the demon, but our primary goal is to destroy the runes holding together the portal.
Can I smash the demon?
Sure,
could.
you can smash the demon.
Do you
I'd
know
like
from
that.
your research how many exactly runes we got smashed?
I really couldn't say to be exact. Depending on the scale of the demon, I think between 6 and 20.
All right.
I think 6 is like a devil number. A
It
demon
is. It
number?
is. That's why it's the low bar.
Oh.
Yep, you got to do
Yeah,
6.
Well, from my understanding of demons, each one of the demon's followers is kind of like a rune. So,
really?
yeah, sometimes you have to take out all the followers if you want to stop the magic. But as long as there's one left, they can kind of do whatever they like.
So
We
Abyss-
gotta commit mass murder.
mass murder of all the demons and the demon minions.
Look,
That just
Abyssal.
depends on how many there are.
Abyssal is not my first language, but I don't see anything about them being the runes. All right, but I suppose I trust you, Elyog.
Yeah, why would Elyog lie to us?
Fair
I trust
enough.
Elyog.
I trust in our ability to, get this whole portal thing sorted out. It's gonna look great. It's gonna look great. It's gonna be amazing.
Thanks, Wallaby.
We'll cut to title card for the episode. The gang trusts Elyog.
Was there more calm before the storm you wanted to hit there?
No, that was beautiful.
Great.
really.
Is there another scene anyone would like to choose from Act 3?
I want to do just like a clear the air or rally thing.
Sure.
Okay, great.
So we're making our way through the labyrinth, and it's
the next day.
Yeah,
it's like almost to we're about 3 hours to
Okay.
the final part, and we've been making our way through the labyrinth. It's actually been pretty easy. There's actually direction markers,
Yeah.
letting us through. So like it's actually pretty. It's like a maze, but like it's kind of guided. So
they have little X stickers on the booby trapped tiles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, careful that one right there.
Yep.
Tito, I needed to clear the air with you. It's been weighing on me. Your father wanted you on this mission.
I know, of course he did. That's why I went out and found it.
But there's the thing is, he thought I presented him, we did some research, I had some pre-production people find some demon somewhere, and we found a demon. It was great. He was game for this whole shindig. And,
Sorry, the demon was game?
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's basically what happened is that I approached your father with this, and I said, I'm gonna go, get a crew together, get some demons, and then he wanted you to come because he didn't think he could because currently your older sister is currently fighting a war against the Horde.
Against the Horde, yeah.
And he thought that you weren't going to be great for that. He thought that, you weren't going to be great. So he gave you this mission, instead, a consolation prize. And it's been kind of weighing on me for a little bit. Wait,
I thought I tried out for this fair and square. You're saying my father got me this job?
Yep. That's what happened. I know it's a bit. I know you probably feel like horseshit, but
I wanted to prove to him that I was my own man, that I was
and you're doing
warrior.
that. Once this documentary gets released, bring your father to the red carpet premiere. He's gonna be so proud of you.
Tell me, Wallaby, would I have made it in this crew if it wasn't for my father?
I can neither confirm nor deny that.
I wouldn't have. And Tito kind of slows his pace. Just like,
it's all right. We're almost to the demon's lair. We're gonna fight them. You're gonna do the killing blow, and it's gonna be great. It's gonna be cinematic. Amazing.
Demon is. Oh my god.
I think I should clear the air also, and they do like a little flick of of their wand, and it gets much easier to see in here. We haven't noticed it, but it's been very smoky, and
we've been in here for 2 days, and you have not done this.
And I'm it's been a hallucinogen in the air this whole time.
So you're literally clearing the air.
Yeah. We've it's been so easy because I was able to breathe through it, but there's been a lot of deaths so far.
What? No, there hasn't. What do you?
I point to your heart, Tito, and there's a big impale you've been impaled once.
What are you talking
by
about?
A spike?
Oh dear.
That's quiet. That doesn't look good.
I
question why you told him right before a big battle. That doesn't seem...
I heard that we were clearing the air, so
You've
been a great leader, Tito.
Thank you.
You've taken all the hits so far.
Yeah, I have, haven't I?
Yeah.
Should I leave this in?
You never take out a star boom. I learned that the hard way when battling a rhinoceros in the desert plains of Wallaby.
And how did you deal with the horn then?
Well, we actually talked it out, the rhino and I, and we had some tea over it, and he actually brought me to this nice little hut, and the rhino doctor sorted it all out actually.
Wow.
There's a big misunderstanding between me and the rhino,
That's really something.
I think at this point we reached the door. Oh, sorry. Lintel, what do you want to say?
I was gonna ask if that was like the misunderstanding between you and that alligator that was in the newspaper.
That was that's another story altogether. People want, when you get a certain amount of influence and popularity, people just want to bring you down, and they bring those nasty rumors with them.
Mhm.
And the whole, I just, I'm putting it past myself. I'm putting it past me.
I mean, we're here clearing the air. I just was wondering if you wanted to like clear that air and let us know
I
if you
have
actually
never
fucked an
had
alligator.
relations with an alligator.
I did not have sexual relations with that alligator.
I have not had sexual relations with the alligator.
I'm not saying I don't believe you, Wallaby, but I'm
record.
just saying you'd be a much more interesting, better person if you had those relationships with that alligator.
I think we're here.
I think we are too. Those doors look like they lead to something.
Yeah, they're kind of glowing, purple smoke spilling out. Like,
Yeah.
Before we open these doors, Lintel, did you have anything you wanted to clear?
I feel like I'm an open book. I know what I want to clear. I told you all that this club here was passed down from my father and his mama and his father before that, and so on and so on. That was a lie. I stole this club.
Oh.
I never knew my parents.
Oh wow, that's a lot to open with.
That's a lot to take. You know
what?
what? Hold on. Fight. And I just kind of hit your head real quick, and you reverse that, and like we all just kind of forget what you just said.
Nope, nothing I want to clear.
Yeah, nothing I wanted to say.
Okay, well,
let's fight this demon. All right, game.
And
yeah, go ahead.
And I kind of still feeling a little dejected, kind of push open one of the doors, but it says pull. So I pull the door.
And that's where we're gonna go into the final scene here. And we're gonna be on the verge of completing our quest. So now I need everyone to either confirm or deny if you think that we're going to win this final fight by showing a show of thumbs up or down.
Okay.
So on a count of three, either a thumb up or down if we're going to win this fight.
Is this more what our character thinks or what we want?
Well, we want as players, I think.
Okay.
It can be either.
Cool.
1, 2, 3.
Wow. Oh no.
All right. So with 4 thumbs down, that is a -3 or worse, and that means that the quest has failed and the party has made things worse.
Hold on. Okay, sorry. Go ahead, Josh.
We're going to play out that final scene, but keep in mind that we still have a final confessional at the end of it. However we want to approach this, we are now opening the door.
Made things worse.
I immediately see the demon and I run straight at him with my club up. And I yell, I'm going to take your kneecaps out.
I'm going to take your Nico kneecaps.
Well, that's definitely one way to start. What does everyone else do?
You hear Jeremiah. Yeah. You hear Jeremiah in the corner. She's the one that took out Maya's kneecaps.
I'm coming for them caps.
You see Wallaby dot in and then just do a bunch of dynamic poses, like he's like ready to fight, but he's not actually doing anything. He's just like mostly like.
And Tito will charge in and go and start trying to attack the cultists
and
the demons in their clubs.
Elyog just kind of is like floating through without really paying attention to anyone, but you see them go towards like the beginnings of an opening portal, and I'll take the place of Demon and Co while this happens.
Okay.
Did you get the shot? Did you get the shot of?
I see you've all finally entered my final battle. It's great to see you all. So, you think you can just kill my minions and get away with it?
Yeah.
And like you see him flick his hand up, and you kind of fall backwards, Lintel.
Oh dear.
Now, before any more murdering happens, I have one thing to ask you all. Are you willing to look the other way? I was speaking with my associates here earlier, and we all decided that in the purity of our own hearts, we would allow you to live if you could just apologize for the bad things you've already done.
The bad things we've done, demon? You mean to invade this plane with your hellish spawn?
You're not gonna have to let us live because we're gonna be the ones having to let you live when we're done with your kneecaps.
and we won't. Also,
we won't. What Tito said, because he's our leader. Take him out first. He's leader.
Could we just have some B-roll of fighting, and then I'll get on out of your hair. Is that all right?
And the demon looks to the side. Yes, we can have B-roll of fighting, whatever that means.
All right, can I get my stunt double in here? Thank you. All right.
And a guy who wearing a shitty wig, who looked a little bit like Wallaby,
and
Tito is dumbfounded.
two minions come up to the stunt person, and they just do some fighting real quick.
Is this all a farce? Everything since I've joined, has it all been fake, Wallaby?
No, of course not.
Is this even a real portal to hell? Is this even a demon?
I didn't ask questions.
I go around and I start smashing the symbols on the ground, and behind the portal you see something start to actually open and outburst some real demons. And a real portal opens, and the demons just start crawling out.
Oh my!
Whoever was killing their refugees from hell has now made it.
Yeah.
This plane. Oh.
Well, it seems that our contract here is over, Wallaby.
No, you signed the dotted line.
And you your feet just burst into flames. And
sorry,
go ahead. Go ahead.
Tito's the things coming, these are some abyssal demons, humanoid with horns, red skin.
Yeah, absolutely.
The things coming out of this portal are chthonic. They are demonic, incomprehensible beings. And Tito pisses his pants and runs.
I'm gonna smash your kneecaps.
Fire! Get medical.
And so these chthonic demons are coming through, and you see Elyog over near where this actual portal has opened, and they're just like, that's not him. That's not him. So what are the three of you doing?
I'm smashing kneecaps.
Okay, whose kneecaps are you smashing? The real demons coming through, or the real demons?
The real demons. The real demons.
Okay,
coming
for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, you go up and you hit this ghastly bonesy fella, and it doesn't take much. A leg just falls off, and it seems that you found their weakness. All these demons just got bad knees. So
Lintel OP.
You see Wallaby getting put on a stretcher and getting carried out, with the crew.
Yeah, you're out of there, Wallaby. Tito, what are you doing in this moment? Sprinting away. Lintel, it's getting hard in here. You've been kneecapping a lot of demons, but they're coming through this portal thousands at a time at this point.
I think this might be too much for Lintel. I'm reckless, but I'm not dumb. I'm gonna go. Nice meeting you, demons. I'm glad I smashed some things that let you out of there, I guess. Bye.
And Elyog finally, right as you're leaving, you see Elyog go, there he is. And let me see. he just grabs the skull of one of these demons coming through. There you are, brother. Like he just kind of starts floating out with like the skull in his hand. And the four of us get out. We get out of there, and it is absolutely much worse off than
I like to think it's like a confessional, like just like a standard like interview, and then behind's like is like just pouring out demons, and we're just
absolutely.
Also, the only like a lot of the crew died, so it's like a couple camera people. Jamie's like the only PA left, and the bard made it out.
And
I'm glad you all signed the waivers. All right.
That's where we'll go to our final confessional here.
Yeah.
Well, can we get Lintel in here? Whew.
Hey.
Hi, Lintel. Rough stuff.
Oh yeah.
It's
not good.
Hey, what just happened?
Well, my best guess is, Tito told me to smash some of those ruins, and I smashed them. I smashed them real hard. But when I did, the second portal opened up. My best guess is those ruins were stopping the second portal from coming through, and the other demons were like not as bad as we were told they were. But then the demons that I think this is Tito's fault. I don't think this is my fault. The second portal brought the real bad demons.
That is an absolutely brilliant take.
But I smashed a lot of their kneecaps. So I did quite a bit of work in there. I was a little overwhelmed because my coward party members ran off. I think Wallaby was taken off on like a stretcher, but I saw like 2 wallabies at one point. I don't know. It was quite confusing.
As far as we're
Tito
concerned,
ran, and then Elyog was just looking for someone.
To answer the question, Wallaby is able to make 2 of himself.
That's impressive.
And it's just been so much great.
So you know what? Behind the camera is just a bunch of wallabies. All the PAs are gone. So Wallaby has to.
Like some of them has like a burn mark. Some of them have like a cast on.
One of them is the stunt double. Yep.
So what are your plans now that this has happened?
Yeah, I mean, I imagine we don't have much time left. I imagine those demons are gonna end the earth real soon. So I think maybe I'll go back home. Do we still get that reward?
That's up to Wallaby at this point, truthfully.
Okay, well, if we get the reward, I think I'll buy some stuff to smash. Maybe buy another club, and then I can double fist it when the demons come towards me. Take out 2 demons at once.
Well,
I'll prepare my swamp for the demons. Maybe I can survive this. I don't know.
We can only hope.
Yeah.
The reign of the demons is here, and it seems we're going to need to find new heroes to deal with that. Well, Lintel, it's been a lot of fun. Unless you have anything left to say, I think we can get to the next person.
Yeah, I just want to thank you all for having me here on your documentary today. I had a lot of fun. I had a good time.
A pleasure.
I mean, it's a shame we didn't save the world and all. It's a shame we made it worse. Yeah, I think you might want to talk to Tito about that. So I'll be off. I'll be expecting my reward soon. Bye.
Bye, Lintel.
Walks
Thank you.
away.
And like, there's just like fire kind of bursts up next to the bard, and next.
All right,
confession.
Tito. Darune.
Tito sort of saunters up. He's got a 100-yard gaze. He's like not there.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of saunters up. He's like, hey.
Yeah. Hey. You okay?
Yeah.
Can we get him like a glass of water, Jamie? Glass of water, please.
Everything's evaporated.
Shit. Sorry. We can't get you water. Is there anything else we can get you?
No, I'm good.
Okay, yeah, that's good because I don't think we have anything else right now. I think our entire production just kind of got destroyed.
Craft services is gone.
Yeah, thank you, Jamie. Can you tell me what just happened in there?
Not really. We went in ready to fight the demon, and it was all a farce. They weren't bad. They weren't evil. They were a performance. And then Lintel smashed those stones, just like I said. And real demons showed up. And he kind of gestures generally. And now.
Yeah. Do you blame yourself for this, or do you blame Lintel? Who do you think's at fault here?
You hear a distant scream.
If anyone, Bard, I blame you.
You signed a paper that said we're not liable, so you can't blame us or me specifically.
Screw the paper. Look around. I'm done with this. And I get up and leave.
Wait, hold on. Before you go, we want to know what your plans are. Where are you going? Where are you headed to?
I'm gonna go find my father so he can execute me himself.
That's depressing. Can we Jamie, go follow.
And he just kind of walks off.
All right. Next is Wallaby.
Crikey, what a few weeks this has been. This has been a journey. Oh my. And you see
all of the other wallabies clap.
Yeah.
And you see like a zoom out and like his legs are fully casted and like are like kind of casted at the moment because like they're like very severe burns. Oh man, that was a journey. That was one hell of a expedition we were on. Wow. I think this is gonna do really good when it comes out. I'm gonna say it. I think it's gonna do marvelous. You know, it's behind the scenes footage of how the world ended.
Well, Wallaby, what just happened in there?
Well,
oh, yeah. Sorry. I was just thinking about Wallaby, how fucked up this dude is. Sorry. Wallaby. Wallaby, what happened in there?
Well, unfortunately, there was some miscommunications in production, and we ended up actually creating an even bigger portal with even more demons came out, and that was a disaster. We tried our best. We did a valiant effort to, defeat the demons, but sometimes you can't defeat demons on your own.
We cut to a camera person kind of running along. Demons are flying out of this portal. He's trying to stop one. He's like, what do you think about the end of the world? And this demon just flies by, just gobbles them.
It's going to be a doozy. I think if anything, it shows the valor behind the individuals who came to this demon lair. I think applaud them. We
Absolutely.
all did our best. We all tried our hardest, but sometimes you don't succeed, and that's a lesson right there that I think viewers would really appreciate. Sometimes you can't save the world.
And what are your plans moving forward?
My plans next, I think I might try. I've heard that there's the wine industry is really popping up. I might try and go to that. I might try that. I might try and go into that realm. Dip my toe in over there. Again, proceeds will go to the animals, for the animals.
For the animals.
Ooh, for the animals.
For the animals.
That's what's in store for Mr. Wallaby Wallows.
Mr. Wallows, it has been such a treat to have you on. Thank you so much for being a part of this journey.
Thank you for having me. Well, thank you for having me. Catch up. Bye now. Ta-ta. Could I get a wheelie chair over here? Thank you. I try and shuffle myself into the wheelchair and I get escorted off the set.
And who got next?
Next is Elyog, and I believe his brother Goyle.
Yeah.
So we gotta like put them both in together. It's gonna we have a tour. Mr. Elyog, and Mr. Goyle. So great to finally see you, Mr. Goyle. After all this, Mr. Elyog has spoken very highly of you.
Well, you've killed me once, and now I'm back.
Oh.
The neurotic necromancer has risen from the dead once again.
Haha. You know, I find irony there that the necromancers come back to life. That's fun. Who would have thought that would happen, right?
Truly.
But yeah, Mr. Elyog, just give us the lowdown of like what happened in there. How did you rescue your brother from the demon plane of hell?
Well, the thing is I knew that Lintel was going to be the perfect person to set this whole thing off. As soon as she destroyed those runes that were keeping the portal to hell closed, it was as easy as that. And, well, then it was just a waiting game at that point.
Oh. And Mr. Goyle, how does it feel being back in the plane of living? Great to have you back on. Great, you were such a fan. We were such a fan in that other production you did, and I'm glad that we can steal you for a moment. But what are the plans for you two next? What's the next stop for you two? You know, what are you gonna do in this new demon world?
Well, he's probably gonna try and go to his old business of raising people from the dead, which...
Oh, that's going to be popular. A lot of people are
world,
dying at the moment, you know?
Yeah, it's going to be pretty good. But as for me, I'm just ready to go back home.
Yeah, cool yourself off, you know? Yeah.
I sleep.
Well,
I'll go back to slumber.
Nice. Well, I wish you the best. And we'll see you on the premiere of this documentary. Nice.
Yeah, where's the red carpet?
Probably we still have to figure it out. See what cities are left after the whole siege of demons. You know,
great.
See which cities are left standing. You know.
Well, thanks so much.
Yeah, of course.
Can you let Wallaby know that I really appreciate his work with animal conservation?
Don't we all? Don't we?
I never.
For the animals.
For the animals.
Thanks so much, everyone.
All right, nice having you.
And he floats out.
And is that it?
And I think with that's the end.
Wow.
As we just kind of crane shot away.
Yeah.
we see demons
like,
everywhere. And that's beautiful, isn't it? Wow.
What did
unexpected directions, that's for sure.
We do?
Absolutely.
Yeah, wow.
So much fun.
My gosh.
It was great.
Some really great characters this time.
Yeah.
Funny.
And no one died this time.
No one died, but
none of us died. Everybody else, maybe.
Hey, Jamie survived.
Jamie's a survivor.
Oh, okay. Real quick, let's cut. We cut, and Jamie's following Tito.
This is post credits. Post credits.
Yeah. This is the post credits scene. We go to Jamie following Tito. She has just a hand cam, and you've made your way back to the Lush Empire to face your father, the leader of the Kingsguard.
Tito, how are you feeling? How are you feeling?
Jamie, go home.
I can't. I'm gonna get fired if I do, and then my dad will behead me.
Fine. I'm feeling afraid. I was never enough for my father, and I thought that this quest would show him that I am ready for the Kingsguard and to be his heir. But not only did he get me a job, not only did he get me this job, not only was this job a farce, but in the end, I made it worse and potentially doomed the world. So for once, I am not going to let my fear win. And he goes up and he goes to the king's, not the king's quarters, the throne room where there's a battle waging. And he kind of just strolls through. He's not really fighting. He finds
There's like fighting happening beside you. You're like not paying attention. A sword.
And he kind of,
this is you.
Yeah, he kind of drags his sword
Jamie's like,
and he sees his father sort of on the far side, and his father and his sister are fighting, and they're not overwhelmed, but they're definitely on the defensive. And he sees, and it finally hits him, the reality of the situation, and he runs away.
he's
And we cut.
Yeah.
Thanks everyone for joining us on Behind the Magic. Wow.
Behind the Magic.
Quite an episode.
Wow,
I like that a lot. I love this
so
game.
fun. Yeah,
Very
this game
It's a
is
really
fun.
fun game.
Good
It's a really
funny
fun game.
moments. Tragic.
I hope that you didn't start with this episode, but if you did, you can find episode 1 of this series in the description, as well as another Behind the Magic series we did. We play a lot of other tabletop games and make other nerd culture related content. We have a new React series for Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which has been very exciting.
Make sure to subscribe so you can see all of this wonderful content. And we would love if you would like and comment down below. Let us know what you think about our characters, about what happens.
Mm-hmm. And if you like our content and you want to help us make more, you can go to patreon.com/rewind_replay. It's in the link. The link is in the description as well to support us and help us make more. Woo. Any final thoughts before we go?
I'd love to ask the audience if there's any other tabletop games or any games they'd like to see us play. Let us know.
We'd love the recommendations.
Yeah.
But otherwise, that was a ton of fun. Thanks, everyone.
And we'll catch you all next time.